We moved into our house and we found a calendar on the wall. Every year, the same 3 days are marked. Don't go out. Part 3. Did I, just see that right? He whispered, voice tainted with a deep unease. Unable to form any words, I only nodded in response as to say I had seen the same thing. We silently agreed to stop watching. Neither of us wanted to see any more of whatever this was. The rest of that day was spent quietly ruminating with shuttered blinds and a blanket of something profoundly wrong shrouding the house. After far too long, February the 7th finally unshackled us, and with much trepidation we decided we needed to take the short walk across the street. We needed to talk to the Hudsons. Just as soon as the final echo of my knock rang out, Mrs. Hudson's kind old lady demeanor greeted us. What a pleasant surprise. How can I help you boys, she said, her face plastered with a smile that stretched a little too wide, and with Mr. Hudson greeting us with a wave from a few feet behind her. I let Toby lead the conversation. This was his mystery to solve in the first place after all, even if I had become wrapped up in it too. He hesitated before replying, we're sorry to bother Mrs. Hudson, but did Mr. Hudson leave the house yesterday? We are a little concerned about something we saw. She remained steadfast in maintaining her outward appearance, but something in her eyes stirred. Her reply was subtly tinted with fear. Subtly enough that neither of us would have caught it if not for the equally subtle change in her eyes. But still, she replied, my Bill? No, sweetie, I'm afraid you must be confused, before craning her head backwards and loudly asking, Bill, will you turn the stove off please? We don't want your favorite soup to burn, do we? After which Mr. Hudson disappeared from the background of our view into the hallway. And in that sliver of opportunity she had conjured, she spoke to us with a tone of the utmost urgency. The whispers will get you. Leave before they do, or it'll be too late. Mr. Hudson reappeared faster than he should have and must have caught the dread-filled looks on our faces because he asked if we were okay. If we wanted to come in for some soup. It'll damn sure make you look better, he proclaimed. We declined, said goodbye as politely as we could manage and struggled through unsteady legs to make the walk back across the street before closing and locking the front door. The next night, as we watched the house across from us once again, all of the lights behind the curtained windows shimmered on and off for untold minutes before finally sputtering off and staying that way. We never saw Mrs. Hudson again. Our calls to the police after days of imitating the ill-fated neighborhood watch not long prior yielded no results. In fact, they reassured us after a visit that no Mrs. Hudson ever existed. William Hudson inherited the house from his father and never married. If we hadn't had each other and our collective experience to rely on, I don't believe either of us would have remained particularly convinced of our own sanity. We wanted to heed Mrs. Hudson's advice, but we had just bought the place. Still, we quietly searched for a new home. Neither of us wanted to be here for the next marked date. But then the whispers started. Only one of us heard them, and it wasn't me. I held Toby in my arms when he woke up screaming. I comforted him when he heard voices from within the walls. I put the house up for sale and began to pack our things when he stopped being able to function. All he could do was listen to the whispers. He said they beckoned him outside, told him something wonderful was waiting for him out there. And all he had to do? Unlock the front door and step outside to see it all for himself. Yesterday was June the 19th, our second marked day together. I tried so hard to stop him, but he's always been the bigger one, the stronger one. He got past me anyway. I watched as he flickered out of this existence and into somewhere else. And I watched as he came back. I didn't see him come back into the house. As suddenly as he was outside, he was beside me. Inside. He smiled at me as if he hadn't seen me in many years. But for the first time, that familiar smile didn't reach his eyes.